Hi cuties, and welcome to today's reading. If you're new here, my name is Jem, and in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be discussing what is the good gossip on you. So in today's reading, we're going to be talking about only positive messages about like what people may be saying, or just the good gossip on you. So with pick a cards, view them how you like. Take what messages that resonate. Know that tarot is about self-reflection, and you get to decide what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, please do not take it. This is about self-reflection and deciding what, how to either move forward in your decisions, or also just to lift you up and hype you up because that's what you deserve, because you're amazing. But before we hop right into that, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help on my channel. The biggest way is by subscribing and also checking out my personal readings if you're ever interested in one of those. So let's hop into the pile selection. So for today's reading, it's going to be pretty quick. We're going to have like a quick reading for today because that is what I have time for. And the thumbnails are so adorable. I'm obsessed. It is a famous artist called PVITU. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you guys love the art, definitely check her out. I'll have a little description in the bio, crediting her because her artwork is beautiful and I wanted to use it for today's thumbnail. So we have pile one. For pile one, we have this card, which says follow your heart. And for your thumbnail, we have this girl she looks like the front part of her hair is blonde, like bleached, and then the back is like still brown. There's also strawberries in the images around her. She's got like pink eyes. She's got like hearts in her eyes. She is also wearing this like, what looks to be collared, like brownish shirt that has like the sleeves open, and then she's wearing like a jacket that is like off the shoulders. She's got cute little clips in her hair. She's got earrings. She's got a lot of blush, like she's blushing. Her lips are so plump and very pink and vibrant. There's a lot of pink going on. It's giving like inner child and a lot of like charms and stuff. So today we're actually gonna be doing charms and little messages just because of the thumbnails. I felt like it fit with the vibe for today. She also is like super adorable. She's got really thin eyebrows and she's got these cute little ears. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile one. So for pile two, we have this beautiful girl. She has beautiful big eyes, beautiful lashes. Her lashes are like in segments. And she also has beautiful like thin it looks like she's done her eyebrows, like she's like plucked them. There's also like mushrooms, like a lot of mushrooms in the image. There could be something significant about mushrooms. It looks like that's growing out of her. She also has like little like flowers on her. Her hair is like a blonde, but almost like a cool tone. And she's got like a lot of blush. Her eyes are like a yellowish purple, like a very dull yellowish purple. And she's got like these little beauty marks on her face. So that could be like maybe signifying like acne, or it could also just be like birthmarks that you may have on your face. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile two. Also, your card is patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. For pile three, we have a beautiful girl. She's more darker skin tone. She has these flaming hot sunglasses, which are so cute. She's got a little bull ring piercing in her nose. Also, her glasses have like piercings in them. There's like little dangly like charms hanging from her glasses. She's also got a beautiful full set of lashes. She's got like artwork on her face, little stickers, maybe like acne stickers. She's got like a band-aid also on her face, maybe like signifying someone got like hurt or like some sort of injury on their face. She also has braids, like she braided the front two pieces of her hair. She's got this cute freaking top that is checkered and has a little heart right by the like opening of her like chest. She's got, I think her hair is in like pigtails, and she also has these beautiful earrings in her ears. She's got cute little, she has a Hello Kitty clip and a bunch of other cute clips in her hair. Also, there's like her hair, her eye color is like purple. There's a lot of purple in this image. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile 3. Also, the card for pile 3 is impermanence. Life is always changing. I drift easily through those changes, the good and the bad. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile 3. Okay, let's drop into pile 1. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on the good gossip about you. So we're going to be using this deck as well as the Meanings Tarot deck here. So let me open this up. But today's reading is going to be pretty short, just because that is what I have time for. I still wanted to post something today. And also, we're going to be doing charms and initials and messages at the end, so stay tuned. But we're only going to be talking about positive messages today. It's going to be hyping you up. Like, what's the good gossip on you? Let's hype you the fuck up. All right. Also, before we hop right into that, if you guys want to check out, I sell personal readings in my bio and in my description. So if you're interested, I have every single tarot card deck you see on my channel is listed there. So if you want your own hour reading, check it out. Okay. So what do we have for pile 1? What is the good gossip about pile 1? Good gossip about pile 1. Let's just say a bunch of positive things about pile 1. Let's hype pile 1 up. What are some good messages about pile 1? I really want to make sure this deck is shuffled good. Okay, so we have that set. Let's get a couple cards. Ooh, this card came out quick. Okay, so the first thing, pile 1, is that you are very balanced. You are very balanced. You could be also very like patient, very calm, like a mediator, somebody who kind of like hears both stories of every situation. You could be a Sagittarius. You don't have to be though. But just temperance could be very significant to you. You could have strong Sagittarius in your chart. We also have Page of Pentacles. Let me get all the cards out first and then we'll hop into exactly what all of the cards are saying. We have Page of Wands. Okay, so you're definitely beginning something new here. The Page of Wands talks about, the page basically is somebody who's young, or somebody that is beginning to start something new. Like they're in the first steps of some new beginning. And then we have 6 of Pentacles. So you're a very giving person, pile 1. You're a very giving, loving, sweetheart of a person. You could also have strong Taurus or strong Taurus recently. And then we have Scorpio here. Let's get a couple more cards. Let's get cards down here. So give me a clarifier for Temperance. We got Mastery. We got another Page. That's crazy. We have 3 pages here. So Page is definitely very significant. We have 6 of Wands. 6 could be significant. Also know that 6 is not a bad number. I know a lot of people associate that with like negativity or like basically the devil, but like listen, it's more about like in the way of tarot, it's about knowledge and assessment, and it's about groups, like working together with big groups. Okay, so pile 1. So with the Temperance card, and underneath it says passionate, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill developed, repetitive task. It says balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. So I think you work really hard to be somebody who's very balanced. Maybe you have a really balanced schedule. Maybe it's based on your your work life. It could also be just you balance everything. You're somebody who like can tackle on a lot of things at once and somehow balance everything out and manage to do everything it is you need. You've been working really hard at growing your skills and becoming a master at whatever purpose you are pursuing. And the work is paying off. It's really paying off. Um, you could also just be very passionate about your goals and your career. It could also just be you're very passionate at working on yourself because with the balance card, temperance here, this is more about um, in some way, it could also be like finding harmony within yourself. So, like finding your own peace. So, you could be working very hard in growing yourself as a human being, like mentally, like working on yourself, growing patience, trying to be a more purposeful, sensible person, balanced person, somebody who listens to both sides of the story, somebody who gives a lot of grace to others because you give a lot of grace to yourself. You're somebody who loves yourself, has been working really hard on the relationship with yourself. And with the little like two cups here, it's like you could be really learning how to give a lot of love to yourself so that you can give a lot of love to others. Like you have a lot of balance, you have a balanced schedule, you have a lot of balance between how much you give, how much you take, how much you're willing to settle for, or like how much energy you're going to put in relationships. It's almost like everything you do makes sense and has a purpose and serves a purpose for your ultimate highest self and your happiness. With the next row here, we have Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So you are tackling something new. You are definitely, there's something new here. The Page of Pentacles and like the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands is like basically representing somebody who is just learning or like is learning how to become like the king of these aspects. So maybe you recently just started your healing journey, and in a way, because of this hard work you've been putting on your mental health or just working on yourself, you've been growing in every aspect of your life. So for example, in your career, it's been helping you. In your passions and your passions towards love, or your inspiration, or just your motivation towards things has been growing, or the way you've been dealing with conflict, new ways of communicating, and new ideas and mental energy has been improving because of this work that you've been putting through or been putting. It has been helping all aspects of your life. So it says manifestation, financial opportunity, skill, development, ambition, desire, diligence. And then it says underneath that, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restlessness, mental energy. I think you have a lot of energy, or you've been recently having a lot of energy due to like being like, there's this new sense of happiness that has came to you, and it's really been fueling you to have the energy to pursue and manifest all the things that you desire. So like with the Page of Pentacles here, this talks about manifestation, financial opportunity, skill, development, ambition, desire, and diligence. And then underneath is Page of Swords. So it's like you've been creating new ideas. You've been finding new ways to like set boundaries and communicating for yourself, like understanding like how to properly set boundaries and like communicate to other people to get what you need to get done, or how to like feel more respected in the workplace, or just like resolving conflict a lot easier now. That type of stuff doesn't hold you back anymore, and it makes more room for you to pursue your your financial goals. And and manifest the desires you have. Ooh, bad Nick. And then we have the Page of Wands, inspiration, ideas. There's a lot of talk about new ideas. So you could really be like just in this creator mindset where you're just really have so many new ideas of like, there's like almost like this new sense of life to you. Like this change or some sort of change that has happened that has brought this like new sense of living where you're like, I want to do everything now. I want to live life. I want to do all these beautiful, fun things in my life. And you're working towards that. Like you're moving and you're taking action towards those things. It says Page of Wands, inspiration, ideas, discovery. I think you have great ideas. This could be gossip about people from the workplace. There could be a lot of people that are gossiping about the way you handle yourself and the way you set healthy boundaries with people. People could find you very mature. People could find you very patient. People could find you saying like, almost like you're very lucky. There's something about you being very lucky too. Like, it's almost like people could say you're very lucky because you've been manifesting a lot of the things, or like slowly but surely you're manifesting your dream. And everybody's kind of like, oh yeah, they're just lucky. No, you've been putting in the fucking work. Like, you've been working really hard towards your goal, Pile One. And maybe not everybody sees it, but everybody thinks you're very lucky for all the public recognition, all the progress you've been making and victory you've been making. You could be getting a lot of public recognition too. Like, you know, when there's like this chart that I saw online where it's like, it shows you like the stagnant of like years, like an over year. It's like there's no progress. But then finally, when you hit that spark, it's like you finally start to take off. And then people start to notice, and then they're like, oh yeah, they're just lucky. No, I put in the fucking hard work. I've been working my ass off. And the universe sees it, you know, and the right people for you have been seeing it, you know, and people are cheering you on, and you are receiving that public recognition. And self-confidence. To be like, you know, I am worthy, and I knew I was worthy. I did have doubts, but you still worked towards it every single day, you know, and took that chance and had the courage, even if people, you know, some people maybe didn't believe, or maybe even you had doubts, you know, but you still stayed persistent. And I think you also have limitless potential. Like, look, it literally says limitless potential here. Free spirit, exploration, excitement. You may have this new excitement for life, this new sense of freedom. Now that you're starting to get a lot of public recognition, it's like you could conquer the world. I think you definitely have this like new sense of like excitement and love and free spirit to feel free to live life the way you want rather than feeling held back. I definitely think you're really genuine and very authentically yourself. I don't think you let anybody else really hold you back from showing who it is that you are. I also think that there's like this, something that people may say is like they love to surround themselves around you. Like, you may be very like happy and just like a really positive light that people feel like when they're around you, they get very excited. When they're around you, they get very like, they have this sense of like freedom, and they're like, wow, like if they could do it, I can do it. You know, like it's almost like you're like a shining light and you light up people's worlds, like not even on purpose, like just being around you does that. Or even having conversations with you. I think you may also really open people's eyes to new things. Like, for example, you may say like things that really just sticks in people's minds. Like, you may become people's inner voice. For example, like you're like, you could do anything. You could conquer the world. You could do whatever it is that you want. And like, when they hear it from other people, they don't believe it. But when they hear it from you, it's like, wow, like it's literally true. Like, and it becomes their inner voice. Like, every time they doubt themselves, they think about it and they're like, no, but this person, Pile One, told me differently, and I believe them. You know, I think you are definitely like the positive voice in a lot of people's minds. I think you may lift a lot of people up, and you're very giving. You're very giving. You're very generous. You're very loving to a lot of people, and it definitely is mirrored back to you, Pile One. I think like the amount of love you give, even if it's not given back from like a certain person, like for example, even if it's like one person in your life you gave a lot of love to and they just like were not ready to give that type of love back to you, you end up receiving it in some other way from the universe. It's like you'll end up with like a fancy new car or like just some sort of like, you know, gift back to the world, because the world sees the love you put out into the world, it's always reciprocated, even if it's not from that specific person. It's given back to you in more ways than one from the universe. I think also there could have been like, I think you have overcame some sadness and some sort of like disappointment, that you chose the better route, which was to choose happiness. You know, you didn't let this whole situation or whatever this was, this sadness, this failure, this big disappointment here, that's what it says mainly, big disappointment, hold you back. You took this as a learning opportunity and you saw that this was the universe's way of teaching you, but also not even just teaching you, but like showing you that there's so much more to life. And sometimes you have to shed your old life in order to receive these manifestations that you are asking for. You know, like a lot of the time the universe is like, hey, you want these great things, but you have to become that first person first. And you have to shed your old self, you know, or even the old people. And it sucks sometimes, but it's always worth it in the end, because you meet so many more new, amazing people. And honestly, I think more specifically, you're going to be meeting somebody new when it comes to love and marriage. Maybe somebody who is a very genuine, loving partner, where it's like a very balanced give and take. It's not like you give over give, you know? It's more of like, it's a very balanced, loving relationship where you both are very, you both work very well at working together. Ooh, there goes all my cards. You both work very well with working on each other, or just working on yourselves, so that you can love each other. And there could also be new financial career coming your way, because this card came out. So, an abundance. I think like there's new abundance. Like you're definitely manifesting something big, Pile One. And there's a lot of financial opportunity and prosperity coming. And I'm really excited for you. Okay, let's see what we have with these. But yeah, no, definitely a new, like, new relationship coming in the works. And like, even if you don't feel ready, like, obviously take your time, you know, don't feel pressure to ever do something you don't want to do. But I think it's like almost like this person kind of comes out the blue, you know, and you're kind of like, what? I was not expecting this. But I think this connection is going to be a really loving connection that will heal, or you will be healed and this person will be healed. And it's like you guys have this beautiful relationship where it's very abundant and healthy. Okay, we got spontaneity. You could be very spontaneous. Pi One, you could definitely have like a lot of fire signs, or just a lot of fire. Because like I feel like the fire signs are usually like very spontaneous. You could be saying yes to a lot of new things. Maybe in this recent period of your life, you're saying yes to a lot of new things, or just really stepping out of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to feel uncomfortable, because you're not you're like done hiding yourself away. You're done isolating yourself. You're like, I need to live life. What's the point of being scared when I can't even live life, you know? You could be like somebody who maybe would changes their hair up a lot, or like would change up their hair, or maybe dress up very silly. Maybe you had like a really silly costume for Halloween, because it talks about like a mullet. Maybe you'd put like a mullet on. I just thought of like Miley Cyrus's dad for some reason, like dressing up as him, or Oh, and we have good things to come. I also kept getting like car. I know I said you would get like a car or something. Maybe there's a car. So maybe some of you are getting a car. Maybe for some of like the rest of you, it could be like you guys are getting some amazing gifts coming to you soon. And it could really help you with your situation right now. Or it could also just be there's a lot of abundance coming towards you. Also, look, manifestation on the bottom. You're definitely manifesting prosperity and a good fortune. I think you could be very disciplined. You're very disciplined, Pile One. I think you've been really working on staying disciplined, and all of that hard work you've been putting in has really been doing amazing. It's really been working out in your favor. You've really been manifesting. Manifesting is the biggest thing here, is you've really been manifesting your dreams. We have worthiness, and I think the number one thing is that you know you're worthy of your dreams. You have the confidence, you have the belief, deep-seated belief that you know you are good enough, that you know you are worthy, and you have the confidence to back it up. And like, it's not even like at first, when you first start something new, you don't really have the confidence because you're not used to it. So it's a little bit uncomfortable. But like, you've had the time to grow this confidence by continuously, putting yourself out there in uncomfortable situations. It's an interesting color theme here. We have green, and then it's kind of like yellow, green, yellow. That could be something. Ice cream could also be significant. JAKLX could be significant. Maybe a refrigerator. Maybe you've been putting affirmations on like a refrigerator. That could be something for some of you, and like that's been really helping. Or maybe you've been hanging up like a vision board or like manifestation board or something like that has really been like reminding you all those things. And like also you have a lot of strength. You're very strong, not only like maybe physically, but I think also when it comes to you mentally. I think when it also comes to like, by putting yourself out there in uncomfortable situations, you have the courage to do it even though you may be feeling uncomfortable. You have the courage to be like, even though I'm uncomfortable right now, I know I can trust myself to handle anything that is thrown in my way. And that is why you're able to conquer the world, literally. Like, you have the ability to conquer the world, Pile One. Let's get your charms and initials. Let's see what cute little charms we get for you, Pile One. Oh, little pearl. You're like the little pearl. Oh, that's actually really cute. You're like a pearl. Somebody's name could be Pearl. Oh, and we got freaking K. Oh, some letters got stuck in the chair. You could be maybe somebody that curses a lot, because I just saw the F word. That could be significant for some of you. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Okay, so we have okay. Some of you guys maybe been saying okay a lot. Maybe you've been really just letting things go, and that's also been doing a lot of good for you and like your favor. Like not like fighting with people, kind of just being like, okay, that's fine. You're allowed to believe what you want. I'm gonna focus on me and what makes me happy. We have likewise. We have behavior. Maybe your behavior has been mirroring a lot with the people around you. Like, for example, it says likewise behavior. Like, maybe it's been like you've noticed that every time you're like nice to people, they've been like matching your energy. We have dim. Don't ever dim your light. Never dim your light. You are a beautiful star. So shine brightly. Never dim your light because you feel like you have to dim your light for other people. You're going to make people uncomfortable, and that's the part of being the star, like you have to make other people uncomfortable and not give a shit what they think. That's how you stand more in your power. Also limit. There could be there could be some people that maybe you feel like you have to be limiting your power around, due to their beliefs or whatever, but honestly, don't ever dim your light, pile one. Don't ever dim your light for anybody, because guess what you're doing? You're making them comfortable. You're not making you comfortable. So make them uncomfortable. Shine bright like a diamond, bitch. And like, why make somebody, like, if anything, that's their problem. You know, if they are uncomfortable, that's stuff that they need to work on, not you. We have LV. I just thought of level up. We have airborne. I think your happiness is airborne. Like, it literally spreads to everybody. Look, we have a cherry. That's so, okay, cherries could definitely be significant. Maybe your lips are like bright pink like a cherry, or like red like a cherry. Maybe something cherries, like, could be your favorite fruit, or maybe there's like, maybe people call you like a cherry. I kept saying cherry. Oh my god. Strawberry. Holy crap. People could maybe call you strawberry. Maybe you like a sweet like a strawberry. I just thought of like the Cabbage Patch Kids. And also, isn't there like strawberry short kids? Strawberry short. You know what I'm talking about. I forgot what they're called. Something about index finger. Maybe there's something about like pointing, like someone pointing at you, and being like, oh my god, look at them. Like, oh my god, look at her. She's so beautiful. There could be like, you are literally a pearl. Like, this is you. This is literally you, pile one. We got a little skull here. We got QC. This makes me think of cutie. Maybe people call you really cute. We have CD. Maybe there's like a CD of you that people watch, or like some sort of video that people like look at. We have MT. I just thought of mountain. We have FN or NF. I just thought of night. With the F word, and then FN, like, I just thought of like FM, like music. Okay, we have install. I thought I'd said Insta. Install could be something significant. We have January. Maybe your birthday's in January. It doesn't have to be, though. There could be something significant maybe happening in January. We have Jaguar. We have his. Ooh. Maybe his Jaguar, or his birthday's in January, or his Insta, or maybe something is like, oh, that's his problem. Or it could also be his, like, I'm his. Maybe something like in the future you'll be like, I'm his fiance. Here you go. Here's my ring, bitch. Here's my ring. We have fajitas. We have the number 3 could be significant. We have a little elephant. We have a turtle. We have a little, what are those called? Like sushi balls here. We got food. Maybe there's like a food date that you're going to be going on. Maybe something significant about ice cream or sushi. We have immune. Maybe you have a really strong immune system. We have dentist. Maybe you have really strong teeth, really good teeth. We also have monkey. Monkeys could be significant. We also have glass. Glass, like glasses, could also be maybe like glass mirror, or when I think of mirrors, I think of reflection. So something significant could be like self-reflection. Maybe you've been doing a lot of self-reflection. Could also be reflecting in like relationships. There could be a lot of reflecting in relationships. We have imply. Somebody could be implying something. We have heal. Okay, definitely healing. That's really big in here in this reading. We have hospital. Maybe somebody's been healing in the hospital, and it has been growing some really good health. We have acoustic. We also have bride. Wow. Okay, so I was right about the marriage thing. Marriage is definitely coming in strong here. Okay, well, pile one, that is all I have for your reading. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments, and let me know how you like the charm readings, and if you enjoy shorter readings or if you enjoy longer ones. Let me know. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile twos. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on what is the good gossip about you. So, like, we're gonna hype you up. This reading is going to be a little bit on the shorter side because that is all I have time for today, but I hope you stay tuned, and we're going to be doing some charms and initials at the end of the reading because I feel like the thumbnails reminded me of like cute little charms, so I thought it would be perfect. So we're going to be using this deck, which is the Meanings Tarot deck, and also the Affirmators deck here. So, and before we hop right into that, if you guys want personal readings by me, check out my it in the bio as well as in my description. I sell an hour-long reading with any tarot card deck you see on my channel. So if you're ever interested, all you have to do is send me an email of what type of reading you're looking for, like what you want me to be talking about. Okay. Let's get into it. Just really want to shuffle this deck, make sure it's shuffled good. All right, so let's get some cards letting us know what is amazing about pile 2. What is amazing about pile 2? What's a good gossip? Wow. Pile 2, you got the Star card. And we got 2 Aquarius, so Aquarius could be really strong in this reading. You could have strong Aquarius placements. You don't have to be an Aquarius, but you could be. We have, you're very giving. You shine bright like a diamond. You are the star. Everybody's looking at you, pile 2. The way you handle conflict. Look, we have, you're somebody who can forgive. You're somebody who works through conflict. You're somebody who forgives others. And working really well to forgive others. I think also you could be somebody who knows how to stand up for themselves and walk away. I think you could be really good at holding your energy and not letting people get to you. It's kind of like when people try to start arguing with you or trying to like get a rise out of you, you're kind of like, okay. You know that like Sydney Sweeney video where she's like, okay, and then she just walks away? Like this, that's the energy that I'm getting from this. It's like, you're kind of just like, you want to talk shit? Okay, that's your problem. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. And then you just like, you live the rest of your day like having fun, and you don't like, it doesn't even touch you. This person's attitude, that when other people are like trying to get a rise out of you, you're kind of like, just falls right off your shoulder. You're like, you literally may even do that. Like you may literally like just, you're like, when someone's rude, you're kind of like, yeah. You just like rub it off your shoulder and you're like, goodbye. And then you don't think about it ever again. I think you'd be someone who's also very giving, very generous, very loving. I think you could be like the type of person that like when people are like upset or like giving you an attitude, you're like, are you okay? Are you feeling all right? Is there anything you want to talk about? Like you genuinely like are worried, you know, like you're genuinely like, are you okay? Like if you want to talk about it, we could talk about it, you know. I just like, you know, I don't really appreciate you raising your voice at me. If you'd like to talk about something, if something's bothering you, we could talk about it in like an hour or 2 when you're feeling better. But, you know, I would appreciate if you could just come to me when, you know, right off the bat instead of, you know, yelling. You kind of like really put people in their place, like, and not even like a like aggressive way. You kind of like school these people in the least cheesiest way ever. You like school them with like your words and like your emotional maturity. So we have Knight of Wands. I think you are fearless, pile 2. You are not afraid to do what others may be really afraid to do, which is first off, be your authentic self. I think you're like the type of person that would run up to somebody, say something really fucking stupid, and then laugh about it and not think about it twice. And then other people that watch you do that, they're like, oh my God, that was so embarrassing. What the heck? And then you're kind of just like, it was so funny. Like, I love to live life and just, you know, be my authentic self, even though, like, I do silly things like that. And, like, the only people that are mad is because they need to learn how to, you know, deal with their own issues. You're kind of just, like, free-spirited, and, like, you're fucking funny as hell, and the shit you do is hilarious, and that's what makes you shine so bright. It's, like, You are not afraid to literally go up to somebody and like, I like do the most ridiculous, like literally like fart and then just run away. um, and people find that shit so funny. I think you could also, not even just that though, for some, that could be for some of you, but others, it could be like, you are not afraid to like go up and stick up for somebody or tell it how it is and like, how you feel, your opinions. You're not afraid to make people uncomfortable, and that's like what's really beautiful about you, pile 2. I think you're very adventurous, you're very passionate, you are fearless, you are not afraid of anything, and you don't let anything hold you back. You could also do really risky stuff that other people would never imagine to do in their entire life, and you're kind of just like, there could be somebody who's a Taurus too, or Taurus energy could be really strong right now. Again, I think we just recently had some sort of Taurus like shift. I don't fucking know anything about the planets. Some BS like that. You know what? You can look it up yourself. But like with the impulsiveness, it's kind of like you'd go skydiving. You know, you'd go like jumping in freezing cold water and then run out and have a wonderful time. You're not afraid to have a good time. You're like, don't tempt me with a good time. Okay? Don't tempt me with a good time. You could have a beautiful group of friends. You could have really supportive, loving people. I think you could also be literally everybody's teacher. You like teach your, you teach others how to forgive. You teach others wisdom of, what the fuck? Hold on. My TV just started playing randomly. What the fuck? Shut the hell up! You stupid ad. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My TV just started, you know, it was a fucking ghost. Just likes to, you know, play ads while I'm in the middle of something. So Sephora could be significant. Maybe you just recently went to Sephora. Maybe you work at Sephora. Maybe you are a makeup artist. Maybe you're really good at makeup, or just doing hair. Maybe you're like a hairstylist. Maybe when it comes to teaching people about that, it could also be, you could be really good at teaching others how to forgive, how to resolve conflict, how to set healthy boundaries, how to have this equal give and receive relationship with others. Like, you gotta fill your cup up first, you gotta water your garden first. Your priority is you. Like, I will take care of me for you, and you'll take care of you for me. You know, instead of being like, oh, I'll negate my needs and try to take care of you even though it doesn't end up helping. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a healthy, like, I prioritize myself. You gotta be a little selfish so that I can make sure that I'm taken care of so that I can then help others. You know, like how they say with the life jacket, or like when you're on the airplane, you gotta like put on your stuff first before helping others. That's like basically the idea of that. We have the Mastery card, long-term view. I think, oh wait, no, this isn't the Mastery card. This is working up to the Mastery card. Again, Taurus came out again, so definitely strong Taurus. We also have Sag here. You look for the long-term view. You're very hardworking. You're very persistent. You're very diligent. You have sustainable results and investments. I think your friends could be people who gossip about you and they talk such highly on you, saying how much you've taught them, or how giving you are, or how energetic and passionate and adventurous you are. How you literally shine bright like a diamond. You literally brightens. Maybe people like even are thankful like that you're in their life and that they get to talk to you and that you get to like just love them. People are really grateful for you being in their life. And like, you may not fully be like fully aware, but I think you've taught a lot of people lessons. I think you're also really hardworking, and I think you've taught people some hardworking skills. You move very quickly. You could move very fast, and like your like your fortune and good omens and good luck. And I think you're very action oriented, pile two. I think you work really hard towards your long term goals. And like from the amount of hard work you put in and how fast you move towards taking action, makes your rewards come even faster. You know what I mean? Oh, we have the sun card. I hope the sun card comes out because that's a beautiful card. We have the chariot. So Cancer. I hate when my freaking chair. We also have Cancer came out twice. So Cancer could be significant here. So the chariot is like, you have a lot of determination. How to? You have a lot of courage. You have a lot of control. You have such good willpower. It's like, there could be people that really just set you off, but you've really worked through that to the point where nobody can like get to you. Like literally nobody gets you angry anymore. Nobody gets to you anymore. You're kind of just like, okay, that's fine. You really have done the work to like really not let anything get to you, and you're so unstoppable. It's crazy. Like you have so much power. Like with that comes so much power. Cause then imagine, nobody can control you. You know what I mean? Like nobody can control your emotions. Nobody can get to you because like you don't stoop to people's levels or like anger. So it doesn't control you. It doesn't ruin your day. You're kind of like, okay, I'll let your day be ruined, but I'm going to, choose to be happy today. I'm going to choose to let it go. I'm going to choose to walk away from this. I'm not going to fight to change your mind. I'm going to let it go and walk away. And it's like, it's honestly crazy that like because of this, it's like you're really unstoppable. There's nothing that can affect you anymore. People's opinions, people's whatever, nothing affects you. Not even like the hard decisions. Like, for example, when you have a goal, like even the fact of like you thinking of all the work you have to do to move towards that goal, that doesn't even stop you either. Like you don't even think that way. You think about it in a way of like, this is going to be the most funnest thing to ever conquer, and this is easy. People may think, you may tell people some things of like the things you want to conquer, and it's like, to other people, they're like, holy shit, like what? That doesn't even, there's no possible fucking way you're going to do that. But you, the way you see it is like, oh yeah, it's a piece of cake. It's a fucking piece of cake. And everyone's like, what? People are literally losing their minds. You're like, yeah, what do you mean? What are you talking about? People may call you crazy. You may have some crazy ideas, file two. We got Page of Pentacles. You could be working like hard towards, maybe more recently, your manifestations of your financial opportunities. Like you are really manifesting your desires and manifesting your abundance. And there's a lot of abundance coming towards you soon. You're working hard for the money. But money is not your number one priority. Happiness is. The things you decide to do is ultimately to make yourself happy, and you're not riddled by just doing the things that make you money, because then you get trapped in stupid fucking things that you don't want to do for the rest of your life. You are actually pursuing the things that make you happy, and those things are what's making you money. And it's like, what? That's crazy. She's actually enjoying working. She actually enjoys to work and enjoys what she does. I know I said she, he, she, they, them, anybody, all you beautiful souls. I think you're also very emotionally balanced. You're very compassionate. You're very diplomatic. You have a lot of control, not only over yourself, but like in a way, like partially, like you make a big impact in other people's lives too. And like that's not even your priority. You don't even think about it. You don't even care to do it. But like you subconsciously, it's almost like out of your, like you don't even mean to do it. It just happens. I think you're very balanced. I think you're such a supportive leader. You're like a leader. You're not like a dictator. You're not like somebody who's controlling. You're somebody who leads, who's like a part of the pack that leads. You're very empathetic. I think you're a really kind, compassionate, loving person. And I think you put a lot of love into all your relationships, and people really love you because of it. All right, let's see what we got for the affirmators. I need to shuffle this deck really well. So let me shuffle it like a couple times. There's could be a lot of people watching you, pile two, like keeping an eye on like the things you're up to. You could have a lot of people watching, and not out of like spite or like, it's like good, you know, like people are really encouraging you. People are really supportive of you. People love to cheer you on. People want to see you successful. People are inspired by you, pile two. Okay, first thing is you have so many options, not only with love, but like options when it comes to your careers. Or you could have multiple careers. Option when it comes to your career. It could be you could have options when it comes to your financial pursuits, or like your passions, your hobbies. You could have options with everything. You could have a lot of different options, and it's because you don't limit yourself in your potential and your like the possibilities, you know? You're kind of like, yeah, well, I could do this or that or this. I could go to space. I could go to the moon if I want. I could literally create a freaking robot. I could, you know, and it's like it goes from really like out there ideas to like ideas that are like, yeah, I could like, you know, paint my house or paint the wall or design a cute little like, or I could just do my nails, or I could like brush my hair. It's like you believe you could do anything, and there's no excuses. You don't like come up with excuses. You are so action oriented, pile two. It's insane. Okay, 1, 2, but you think thoroughly though before you make any decisions. Like you think about what you're gonna do, and then you move towards it. You don't spend your time overthinking or doubting. You spend your time, okay, let's plan this out, and then let's get to it. With the emphasis, we got good things to come. So definitely a lot of good, like, gifts. You're gonna receive a lot of abundance soon. For some of you, this came in like the first pile as well. Some of you could be receiving a car. Some of you could also just be receiving like gifts, like either presents. Some of you, maybe it's your birthdays coming up soon. It could also be like gifts of just like you're getting paid well, or there's a bunch of people that maybe have been thinking about you and just buy you gifts randomly, or like maybe you host a party and people come in with gifts. You could just be receiving a lot of abundance from the universe very soon. And maybe even like unexpected gifts. Like for example, somebody just leaves, like there's just a like bike that's like wrapped in front of your house just randomly. Or maybe you find like $10, $100 on the floor. There's kind of just like things like that. 2, 3, give me like 2 more. Okay, nothing wants to come out. I'll just count. 1, 2. Oh, that one wanted to come. We got trust. I think you really trust yourself, pile 2. I think you trust yourself that everything will be okay in the end, even if you mess up. And that's why you're not afraid to take risks. That's why you're not afraid to take action, because you know that all of this is a learning progress anyways. We have 11:33. That's the time right now. And also today's date is 11/3. So the 11, the number 1 and 3 could be significant. 11/3 could be significant. 11:33 could be significant. You really trust yourself. You have a lot of confidence in your willpower. You have a lot of confidence in yourself, and that you know you have everything in your power to conquer or to... And even if you feel or like make a mistake, you know that you could like come back from it. You know that you're smart enough, that you have everything in your power to solve any issues. that may arise or any challenges. We have ultimate potential. Pile 2. You are unstoppable. You have so much limitless potential. It's insane. You can literally accomplish anything. Don't look at my nail and my horrible paint job. You literally can conquer anything. I choose to live life to my fullest potential. What's the point of living life without living it to the fullest? Let's be for real. You know that life comes with ups and downs, and you're like, yeah, I can appreciate the both, and I know I'm the same person with both. Like, you will be the same whether you're at your highest high or your lowest low. You know you're worthy at either point, and you know that, like, you see both as a learning opportunity from God, because you need the balance. You need the balance between the two. You need the downs in order to appreciate the ups. You need the ups to appreciate the downs, you know, and see downs as like, this is the best time to invest. You know, like when you think about stocks, it's like when the stock market is crashing, that's when you jump in and take the opportunity. So you see life like that. It's like everything's a learning opportunity. All right, let's get your charms. My ring keeps trying to freaking fall off my finger. Oh shit. Oh my god, we have big charms here. They're both cat charms. So you can have a cat that could be significant. Maybe it's like your cat's like your biggest supporter. Like your biggest fan. Aw, I think this is cat. Yeah, look at the little kitty. Oh, look at it. I think you could have two cats. One that's like really goofy and one that's like really just like smart and intelligent. That one just looks so goofy. So we have judging. There could be people that maybe like you don't really. I don't think really people judge you, but I think if you know that people judge you, you're kind of like you don't take it personally. You're kind of just like, okay, that's your problem. Because people's opinions of you has nothing to do with you. It's just a reflection of them. Because you perceive life through your eyes and your own experience. So whatever they hate about you is what they hate about themselves. People just project. It's easier to project your own insecurities than to do your work. So that's majority of what judging is from the get-go. We have NYC, could be New York, could be significant. I also just thought of like, oh, what is it? The TV show CSI Miami or something. It's like the investigation, like cops. Maybe you're like a cop, maybe not a cop, but like maybe you're like a FBI or some shit like that. Or maybe you kind of like let go of, like, for some of you this could be a message, maybe some of you kind of like let go of trying to get to the bottom of how people are thinking and like stopping to like be the instigator, or getting to the bottom, like the investigator, to figure out like what's going on, because you realize it's none of your business and it only just holds you back from growing yourself. We have TLXN. I just thought of tell X next. Or it could also just be like TL could be initial, XN could be initials. We have fairy, we have the number 2. We have holy. I just thought of holy moly. Maybe you say really like cute things like that. We have dishes. Again, ice cream came out. Oh, that was in the first pile. Never mind. We have fair. We have hug. Maybe somebody wants to give you a big hug. Maybe you are a hugger. Maybe people love your hugs. Maybe people really like your hugs. We have anchovies. Maybe people like your the way you cook. Maybe people like your dishes, like the platters. It says labor. Maybe someone's giving birth. It could also just be maybe you work really hard. You do hard labor. Or maybe labor could be, what is it? Crap. I literally need to like rewrite some of these words. It says, I think it's invite labor. Maybe you like invite people at work or something, or like new people are coming. Maybe you're inviting new hires. Maybe you're employing new people to help you. We have indigenous. We have acknowledge. We have number 9. We have 1. We have the number 2. I think I mentioned already. We have a. I just thought of it's IOA. I don't know what that is. We have candy. Candy. You may have a sweet tooth. Ooh. We also have imagination. Imagination. You could have a really amazing imagination. How to? You could literally have the craziest. You may come up with the craziest, amazing ideas in the entire world. And people could literally, that could be like the biggest compliment that people give you is like your imagination. It's like they can't even come up with the crazy ideas you may have. But that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know if you like shorter readings like this, and let me know if you like charms and little messages, because I love doing them. They're so much fun. Okay, bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 3s. If you chose this image, this will be your reading on what is the good gossip on you, and let's hype you up. So, I just need to shuffle this deck. Today's reading is going to be a little bit on the shorter side. Also, we're going to be doing some charms and initials at the end because I felt like the little thumbnails have a lot of charms in them, and I think it's really cute. So, I think it was like a fun little play. I think it'd be perfect for this reading. So, yeah, stay tuned to the end if you want to see that. And also, I do sell personal readings, so if you're interested in personal readings, check out my bio or my description. It's an hour reading with any tarot card deck or oracle card deck you see on my channel. So yeah. All right, let's see what is wonderful. What is a good gossip on Pile 3? People could really like your style, Pile 3. People could really like the way you dress. You may wear really interesting things. Like for example, in the image it says she has like these flame like glasses. So people could really like your style. People could really like the way you dress. Maybe you wear things that like normally don't really match, but like for some reason when you put it on, it's like amazing. It just looks so good. Like it's kind of like, and then somebody else will try it on and they're like, what the fuck? Why did it look so good for Pile 3 but it doesn't look good on me? I think you may wear wigs or like colored hair, or maybe the color of your hair is like just matches so well with your skin tone. You could have like strong color theory and you wear the colors that really match your tone. It just looks so beautiful. I think also you could have really cute little charms and stuff in your hair. Like you have like a lot of cute accessories that just like decorate your whole, like the rings you wear, the necklaces you wear, the earrings, the things you like, glasses, the piercings, the little things in your hair, the clips, body jewelry. Maybe you wear like belly jewelry, anklets, toe rings, maybe even like just piercings around your body. Okay, let's see what we get. But yeah, definitely you have a really cool style, Pile 3. Ooh, we have 3. Okay, so you work really well with others, Pile 3. You work really well with building a beautiful foundation with other people. I think that's like one of the things that people really say about you or gossip about you is how much you work well with others. You're really good at like working with others. Maybe your communication skills. There could be someone specific, maybe a Capricorn, saying specifically like you work really well with others, or you're just like somebody who's so friendly and just like loving, and you really care to like understand people's perspectives and not fight about whether it's right or wrong. It's more of just like, I hear you, I say your perspective, and like you kind of just like, you guys work together to like compromise. You could be really good with others. You could have a great friend group, Pile 3. A beautiful group of people around you that really love you. And you could be a Capricorn too, but there's a lot of people that say you're really good at like learning and like, oh my God, and you're so nostalgic. You're so nostalgic. I think people could like, there could be someone specific pile 3 that's saying you are so familiar to them. And like it could be somebody new that's like just saying there's something about pile 3 that's just so familiar and I can't wrap my finger around it. You could be somebody that really induces like childlike fun. I mean, of course, look at your thumbnail pile too. Like you got these cute little charms in your hair. You got a Hello Kitty. Like that's like such inner child like fun. I think people really just, you have this beautiful, I think you've really, okay, this is like a metaphor or just like the best way I could explain it, but you really cracked like the exterior shell that most people keep to protect themselves. You've like cracked it open and like you are just like this beautiful white light of like just childish fun. And like it's like it's so bright that for some people it's just like it blinds it blinds them. And it's like you crack with that bright light, you crack other people's hard exteriors. And like there's no hard exterior. You're so vulnerable, you're so loving, you're so like fluffy and like just soft and like such a kind, sweet cinnamon bun. And people just can't get enough of you. People just love to be around you. People find you so nostalgic. People really just like, for some reason, there's something so familiar about you. Like people really just like, really reminisce. There could be some people from your past that reminisce about your memories, but it could also be new people that literally don't even know you that are just like, this person is so familiar. Okay, we got the Tower. I think you're somebody that really embraces change. You could be so good with change, pile 3. I think you're like, you're someone that's like, there could literally be like a freaking like hurricane, earthquake going on outside, and you're kind of just like outside having fun. You know, you could literally, there's like, okay, the best way I could explain it like physically is like there's a hurricane or like an earthquake going on outside and the rocks are literally shifting and you're just jumping across them. You're just like, whee, jumping across the rocks and then getting to the other side. Like nothing phases you, and especially not change or chaos. Like you do really well in like disasters or chaos or whatever. It's like you're happy in like even the most chaotic situations. Like you choose to be happy and nothing really gets to you, especially not some little change, like especially not something like change. You know, you embrace change and you're like, wow, like literally the rocks are like shifting the earth and you're like hopping across them and you're like, look, it's a perfect place to play hopscotch. Like you're like, and like everyone's looking at you like you're like, they're like, what do you mean? And you're like, look, like you're like, God made us a new hotchkot like little area. And like I don't mean that like physically, like I'm talking about like that's like the best like way of explaining it that I can do. Or that's also like mentally too. You know what I mean? You like you see all these like changing opportunities or like change happening between you and like people. You just see it all as like great things. And you're not somebody to like burn shit down or burn bridges. You're kind of just like, you know, you're like the type of person that will jump out of a building. Like these people are literally jumping out of this building and you'll like you'll jump on this trampoline and do like a somersault and then land it perfectly. And everybody's like, they're like, yeah, pile 3, you know? They're like, and excellent landing. People are like grading you. They're like 10, 10. Ooh, we got the Devil. Capricorn is strong here. Okay, so Devil is a great card. I know a lot of people are scared of it. You have, wow, the Tower and the Devil. Holy shit. Okay, pile 3. So, let me just tell you this. You got some crazy energy, pile 3. Very strong energy, especially with these two major arcanas. So with these two cards, the Devil here is making me think of you are very in tuned with your shadow self. You have like just like everybody, every single person has a shadow and a light self. Like your light is definitely very vibrant and it's like the inner child, right? And then you have this shadow self, right? Just like everybody, we all have this shadow self where it's like the things we may not like like about ourselves that much. It's the trauma that we've experienced. It's the our ego, right? And you are the type of person that shines light on the ego or like the shadow self part of you, and you embrace it. You give it a hug. You love it. You and this like shadow self, you guys hold hands. It's like, I don't know if you've ever watched the what is it? I think it's called Soul. I think there's like a scene where like it's like they talk about the soul and like there's like a shadow and they're like, I don't know, I'm just imagining like two little children and usually the dark taboo, the darkness, the shadow self, right, is always like misinterpreted. It's always like looked down upon. It's always looked in a negative light. But it's like you have this healthy balance between the two and you guys like you embrace it. You hold hands with it. You're like, I love you for who it is that you are. I love you for who it is that you are. Even when you may cause me some pain once in a while through my days, I know that you do it out of love. You know, I know you do it because I'm a human being and I just have this part of me that I embrace and I love for who it is that they are. Like you have this beautiful relationship with yourself, pile 3. And I think it also like you have really strong discipline. Like I think you're somebody that doesn't hide away from embracing parts of yourself that you can work with, but also the parts that you can't work with. Like for example, anything that like is just something that really like you cannot work with, you rid of, you shed. But like for example with like you don't repress your shadow self. You don't hide away. You're not embarrassed of it. You're not like shamed of it. You see it as just a wounded child that was just misunderstood. You know, and you give it a big hug and you love it for who it is that it is, you know? And that's what a lot of people love about you. I think you have maybe like, people may be really like just shocked. Like, people maybe have seen you healed this. And that could be like, the good gossip is like, wow, like, this person has such great, like, first off, relationship with themselves, but also overcame so much. And not even just that, but like has this healthy duality and balance between the light and the dark. And it's really attractive. Pile 3, it's really attractive. You're very in tune with your sexuality. You're not like afraid of it. Also with like addictions, like you're aware that like the only reason why we're addicted to things is to cope with our present day, and like you are very happy with your present day. You're not somebody that even copes anymore because the fantasy that you were projecting, your life is already a fantasy now. You know, like you've created this beautiful life that it's like you don't even have to, you're not running away from it. You're enjoying life now. I think you're definitely somebody who really celebrates life in the moment. I think you're very present in the moment. I think you enjoy life. You're somebody that maybe is going to get married or recently just got married, or is a beautiful marriage between the light and the dark. Like that could be just a sign saying you have this beautiful marriage inside of you, like this union. And I think maybe you just recently got a home, or you are your own home, or maybe you are a very safe place for a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people feel, oh my God, wow. Wow. Pile 3. You have such, wow. Wow. That's literally all I could say, pile 3 is wow. You are not only an amazing parent, but you and your partner are amazing parents to kids. You have found, or you will be finding, your other half, and you guys will be literally an unstoppable force. And not only like you don't need this person, you are already have this beautiful duality within yourself. Like you accepted, you have this marriage already like inside of you. And like because of that work, you attracted and manifested this beautiful partner to be this other half, the other person who has worked on themselves too. You're just wow. The ultimate completion. Love it. Wow. Beautiful marriage, beautiful family, beautiful parents that love their kids for who they are, and it gives them the space to be who it is that they are, and like it's just such a loving, like you oh my god, you'd be like the person that like gives such a beautiful space to your kids to like, you know, share their fears with you, not judge them, be like, you know, like that's okay, like we all make mistakes, like oh my god, you'd be such an amazing parent, pile 3. And just like so supportive, so loving. I don't know if you've ever watched oh my god, I think it's called Ghibli Studios. There's like there's like all their movies to be honest have really healthy parents in them. But there's like a specific movie from Ghibli Studios where like the father really just like lets the kid think for himself and like figure things out on their own. But like he's always there like watching over and being protective, but like he's kind of like they had like this garden and the kid like ran off and like did a little exploration, but like the dad was always watching but like let him explore and like you know find these like plants and stuff and just look around. And like when the kid was trying to figure out like how to open like a gate or something, or like trying to like figure out how to like pull a plant, like the dad came over and like didn't do it for him. He wasn't like, oh yeah, here, you know, and like took that learning opportunity away from him. He like was like, oh yeah, that's peculiar. Like just like talked to him like an adult, you know, it was like, yeah, that's really interesting. Or like really just listened to him and like talked to him like he was like an adult and was like, yeah, that's great. You know, like, I wonder, like, what do you think? He like lets him think, like, what do you think we should do? I was like, oh, so cute, like so sweet. And oh, are you kidding? Are you joking? Can this reading get any better? File 3? Action, creation, you could create anything. You have power to achieve anything. You can manifest everything you want in your life. And you've manifested, people are telling you that you manifested this beautiful relationship into your life. People are literally gossiping, being like, wow, like this person literally found their dream person. And I'm so excited for them. People are so excited for you two to get married. Or if this hasn't happened yet, people are like, it will happen. And then people are just like talking about it then. I think with this card here, I think you're somebody who's very honest. I think you're somebody who really keeps things honest and like really just like doesn't hide away or shy away from just telling people the truth, because you know that like at the end of the day, like even if it upsets them, it's not your problem. So I feel like you're a very honest, like trustworthy person that always just shares what it is on their mind, whether or not how somebody reacts to it. And I think another thing too is like, you're not somebody who deceives people. You're always someone who's very just honest from the jump. And people really love that about you. And I think you also are somebody who walks away from people who are maybe not honest towards you. I think you also are somebody who really knows their worth and knows their the things you've dealt with and the things you're not willing to deal with again. You're kind of just like, listen, I've already dealt with this stuff before. I'm not willing to deal with it again. I think also You're somebody who walks away from people who do not serve you, or not just serve you, but like the people that just take away from your life, you know? You're not willing to sacrifice your own happiness for people who are just not here for you. And know that also conflict is not a bad thing. Like, if people do challenge your thoughts, or people who like maybe think differently, that's totally okay. You know, again, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But like, when I say this is more of like people who are just not here for you, people who judge you, or people who maybe hold you back in life or lie to you. You're not somebody like who just like lets or like settles. Like, you set like healthy boundaries, and you know when to walk away from unhealthy situations. Like, for example, if somebody like consistently lies or just like manipulates, you're kind of just like, okay, you know, I understand that this is who you are, and I'm just gonna pull away my energy instead of trying to fix and change them. You're kind of just like, okay, I have to have my personal, you know, I'm gonna walk away from this, you know? Okay, let's see what we got from the affirmators. 1, 2, 3. Come on, give me some affirmators. I think I'm gonna split the deck. We got strength. So you are very, yeah, again, with like the strength. You have the strength to know your worth and when to walk away from things that are not serving you. We have peacefulness. I think you are definitely somebody who definitely keeps the peace, or keeps your peace. And like, not in a way of like, when it comes to like keeping your peace, like, not in a way of like avoiding all confrontation, all conflict, and just isolating yourself, but in a way of like, when somebody upsets you, you'll like communicate how it is you feel, but you're not somebody who like will start fighting with them or trying to fix them or change them or whatever. You're kind of just like, you'll just like pull away. You know what I mean? Like, it reminds me of that episode of like Love is Blind where that one girl, oh God, what was her name? I think it was like it was like Marcus. Do you remember the guy Marcus? He was with this girl. She was kind of like really toxic, and then she ended up starting working on herself and like really doing the work. And there was a scene where people were trying to like, you know, tick her off and like upset her. And instead of reacting, she just got up and walked away. She was like, I'm gonna keep my peace, you know? I think that's really what you keep, this tranquil peace, and you're like, you know, I will decide how much energy I'm going to be putting in. We also have forgiveness. I think, again, you're really good at forgiving people. It says you've been given the most powerful superpower there is, forgiveness. You forgive people. You're kind of like, you know, I know this is who you are. This is what you're struggling with. I forgive you. You're able to build on like relationships even when people mess up, because you know that all people are human. People make mistakes. It's up to you to really decide, again, who you're willing to settle for and allow your energy to, and then who you are not. And it comes around the line of like making a chart. You know, you say what I want, what I'm willing to settle for, what I refuse. And that comes with friendships, relationships. I feel like you already know all that. You already have all that shit down packed. Like, you know what it is that you want, the type of friends you want, and what you're not willing to settle for. Okay, let's get your charms and messages. Whoa. We have the number 0. We got 2. It could be number 20. We also have 2, 8. It could be 28. It could also just be separate, like 2, 8. We have number 7 here. We'll see what words we get. Wow, we have the star. Also, the circle makes me think of like everything comes full circle. Something fell on the ground. What fell on the ground? You could be really healing some sort of full circle karmic cycle that you just recently healed. We have jujitsu. Oh my god, am I dyslexic? Judicial. I don't know if I even said that right for the third time. We have gym. That could be somebody's name, like gym, or maybe the gym, like going to the gym. We have for. We have middle. For middle. Maybe like middle ground. We have lopsided. Maybe something's lopsided. I don't know what that means. We have glamour. You could be really glamorous, pile 3. We have kept. Kept for middle. Kept for, or middle for maybe middle lopsided. I don't know. What do we got here? We got introverted. You could be very introverted, pile 3. Maybe something significant would be, you know, don't be afraid to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, like putting yourself out there and stepping into the world. I know people may make you uncomfortable because it's triggering, but like it's also, you know, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, that's how we grow out of our box. We have demonstrate. We have the number 0. We have the number 7, number 2, number 8. We have garage. We have a butterfly, snake, yarn ball. We have N here. We have experience, XP. We have R. Experienced, like you're someone who's experienced. We have JN or J. Oh, JON, maybe John. We also have PR, maybe hitting a PR or PR package. We have a fish, we have a flower. On. This one is also a circle. It says dream, hope, love, trust. And a little fairy and a star. So that could be significant to any of those things, could be significant to you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments. Let me know how you like maybe shorter readings as well as the charms and messages, because I really enjoy doing this. So hope you guys like it as well. So I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye.